Hello and welcome to the Play Android Game Reviews. My name is Daniel and today I'll be playing for you the, relaxation game, or, casual game Bubble Wrap HD by developer Apps by Usman. And, it's about bubbles and popping them with bubble wrap. I think you all are familiar what this means, and it's like kind of packaging material with tiny bubbles in it, and it's pretty satisfying making them pop. And this is all there is. This is quite addicting, and this is a game all about bubbles and popping bubbles in bubble wrap. And I already started the game here. This is the main menu. You have different options here, of course. You have a play option, high scores, misc, and, more apps and exit. Miscellaneous, let's just look at this here. And here you have different options like clear high scores, tell a friend, or more apps to, explore. And here's an ad zone coming up, I'm sorry. Let's just click that away real quick. And all the other stuff is quite self-explanatory, and let's just see how the game plays. Let's go into playing mode, and let's just choose simple for a start, and here you can choose the size of the bubbles you want to play with. And you see it goes all the way down to those very tiny ones at the bottom, and you have the big giant ones at the top. And let's just go with something in the middle, and you get a screen filled with bubbles. And I can just touch them, hold a bit down the finger, and make them pop. And you can see they stay popped. And here I have, if I just tap them lightly, it says at the bottom, press and hold the bubble till it pops. So a kind of reminder what to do, kind of mini tutorial if you want to call it that. And here it's just that. This is all there is to the game. This is all what this game is about. And you can see here it uses photos as graphics. These are actual photographs, or of bubble wrap of the bubbles. And once in one in their inflated state and one in the deflated state, in a popped state. Here, let's go through with this. This is all, to the graphics, this is all there is. Nothing fancy going on, and you lose. I didn't complete the level in time. Let's try this again with slightly larger bubbles. I hope I'll be quicker then. And yeah, despite saying HD in the name, I don't think this is really high definition graphics. I mean, if you have the bigger bubbles, you can see a lot of blurring going on and a lot of compression artifacts in the bubbles pictures. And this could be better. And if it's called HD, it should be in HD. I mean, the biggest bubbles should still be crisp and clear and have high resolution. So if you scale it down, you get still good looking bubbles. But as it is here right now, I think it's the other way around. You have high resolution pictures of small bubbles, and it was scaled up. So you have the bigger bubbles looking blurry and not really high definition. And this is basically all there is about the graphics. It's about bubbles, so there's nothing more that can be actually done. It's not that exciting, but it serves the purpose of the game. This is all there is to do, and let's just play along a bit. And yeah, as you see right here, this is how it looks, and you can see a bit with this size. This is not really HD, I'd say, or at least the, compression and the scaling, just makes it look blurry. And, if you might hear it here, when it comes to sound, it's very reduced as well. There's no music in the game. I don't think you need music for this, but still would be nice, nice addition, at least some tunes playing in the menu, like a lot of other games that are basically this as simple as this have music in the game, so why not here? And the only thing you have going on here, and that's just the biggest one, is, well, the popping sound of the bubble. But it's a pretty generic sound, and it's always the same. If you have, well, popped bubble wrap before in your life, real life, I mean, you know that no bubble sounds the same. So a bit more variation here would have been nice as well. Sadly, this is all there is to say about the sounds, because they're so limited, there's not much more you can go, well, talk about here. The controls, however, are pretty good. It reacts very well to my touch, and as you see, if I just, as I told you before, just lightly tap it, it won't do anything. I have to hold it down, have to really, well, put pressure on the bubbles to make them pop, which is a nice addition, and every bubble has its own limits, so it's not the same with everyone. Sometimes I have to press longer, sometimes I just have to lightly tap it, but mostly it's just this, well, pressing motion and not so much a tapping motion. And the game reacts very well to my touch, and, well, there's nothing bad to say about the controls. They do what they are supposed to and are really good at it. And the game, well, doesn't really need an interaction. I think you all know what bubble wrap is all about, and it's just touching the screen, touching the bubbles and make them pop. But you have still this mini tutorial at the bottom if you do not succeed in popping a bubble at the first try. So yeah, works really well for this kind of game here. No input lag whatsoever, and yeah, this is all there is to the controls. It's just one touch gameplay, very easy and intuitive. And yeah, that's it. And let's talk a bit about originality here. And I have to say, we didn't really give it any scores here, because basically this is basically a rehash of other bubble games, or I don't know which one came first, which of those other games, but there are a lot of games already out there doing the exact same thing. It's all about bubbles, popping it for relaxation or whatever reason you want to do this, for time wasting, for if you're on the commute and you just want to do something. This is perfect, and there are a lot of games already out there. And I mean, the idea came from the real life bubble popping of bubble wrap, so the idea isn't really new, and it has been done so many times now in the App Store, in the Play Store, I'm sorry, and there's just no original concept here. Not even with the leveling. I mean, it's just a nice gimmick, I'd say, but with all you do is popping bubbles, and yeah, originality is sadly zero here, I have to say. And this really correlates with the replayability. I mean, here you see the advanced mode, and I can, well, basically decide how many rows and columns of bubbles I want to have. This is all there is about the advanced mode. You see it's quite small. This is one thing, well, in terms of replay value, you'd think advanced mode adds something more, but it is still bubble popping. And if you're not this kind of person who just wants to do mindless touching on the screen, well, I'd say this game isn't really for you, because this is all you do here. It's just tapping, touching all the time, all the bubbles. And frankly, I would be surprised if there was very many, if there were many people who really enjoy this, doing this all the time. So I'd say replayability is really low here, because this is all you do. There's no variation whatsoever. Maybe a bit variation when it comes to the size of the bubbles, but that's all there is. And I mean, the high scores is nice gimmick here, but in terms of gameplay, which there isn't really gameplay at work here, it doesn't really do it for us, or me in this case. So replay value is low as well here. Have to really say it. But as I said before, if you really want to just waste time away, just have something to do while you're waiting on a bus or something else, go ahead, download the game. I mean, it's free. You don't lose anything, and it's, well, a mindless occupation if you really don't know what else to do. And some even might find it relaxing. I think what all these bubble games, not just this one lack though, to be relaxing is there is no basic feedback for your fingers, even with the, well, rumble feedback of your device. Still, it lacks the, well, basic feedback you get from real bubble wrap. So I don't know how this really, well, compares to the real thing when it comes to relaxation. So this is basically all there is to say about this game. It's really simple, as I said before. And if you want to read our in-depth review of it, you can find the link to our article in the video description, as always, as well as the link to the Google Play Store where you can download the game. Free, of course. And this is the end of the video here. I hope you enjoyed watching me playing this game. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you will tune in next time. Until then, I say goodbye.